Some question. Sar.
La Yashala.
La Yashala. Just a little bit. All right, Sar. All right, Majim, which means to stand. Panyakodam, which means rise and face the east.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Ayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakwa. Taba'ah. Ratazak. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'aratazak. Kawa. Ayah. Bashemayim. Kadunlanawa. Lokam. Kau. Yawam. Wasalak Lanawa. Kawa Wap Nawa. Kasalak Nawa. Kawa Wap Yanawa. Wala'ah. Tabayah Nawa. Manasaya Wan. Abal. Kawashaya Nawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Lakah. Malakwa, Wa'ala, Watapara, Aman.
In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Hakat, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Baba Kashah. B'Thunlanawa. Hakat. La'pa'ah. Kal Makalah. Kal Marawa. Hakat. Latahor. Amatazariah. Hakat. Hamathia. Hakat. Awakawa. Atama'ala. Agar Sham. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Tawad
Aman. In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushai. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against the unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Barak Lanawa. Yasha'ala. Waha. Bayab Tzapari. Barak. Rapah. Magan. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Tawad Aman. What we just said was Yahweh in the name of Yahushai. Bless us and Israel in the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahushai. Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Ahahari. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Isaiah. Ma'aim. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayim. Maharatazah. Ayathan. Lamawat. Al Yanawam. Shamarka. Hana. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yashala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al Yad. Yamyaka. Yawamam. Ashamash. Yakaika, Wayara, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Akal Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'aka, Walam, Aman. In English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. From this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al Damayalaka. Al Takarash. Al Tashakwat. Al Kayahana. Al Yabyaka. Yahama Yawan. Wamashanayaka. Nasha'awa. Ash. Al Imaka. Yarayamwa. Suwad. Oyatayai Tazawa. Al Tazap Pawanyaka. Omawa. Wakawa. Onakakira. Ogoya. Wala'ah. Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yashal.
Sham Yashal.
Aywa. Kaya. Now I Tazawa.
Now I Tazawa. La.
Yakadwa. Alyaka. Barya. Yakarafa. Yakarafya. Adawam. Wayashamaoya. Mawaba. Wahagaria. Bal. Aimawan. Waimalak. Balashap. I'm Yashabi. Tazawar. Gamashawar. Nalawa. Aiman. Iowa. Zarawai. Abanyalawat. Salah. Aisha. Lahom. Hamadim. Kasayasara. Kayabia. Banakal. Yashwan. Neshamad, Ayanda, Iowa, Man, Dama, Shayatama, Diablo, Kazaba, Kazamana, Galnasea, Kama, Ashar, Marwa, Rashad, Nawa, Ahaya, Shayatama, Gagala, Wash, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, Debaraya, Kalahaba, Yom, Khan, Datma, Basaarka, Wabasawapaka, Dabahalom, Malaa, Panyahom, 4-1, Waya Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Bashwa, Waya Baawa, Ayai, Waya Kapar, Waya Badwa, Waya Daiwa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahawa, Babaka, Al, Yawan, Al, Kal, Harataza,
Aman. Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence,
O Yahweh. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asa also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red, and like Zed. Yea, all their princes, as Abad, and as Amunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded, and trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabi, which means to be seated. All right.
Genesis 19. We're in the book of Genesis, chapter 19, verse 17, in the Hebrew. Wayahaya, Kahawat.
We're in 1917 or 1912?
Salaki.
I thought it was in 1912.
That's my Sikan, you right. Verse 12. Genesis chapter 19, verse 12. Waya Marwa, Ha Nashium, Al, Lawat, Aid, Maya, Lak, Pa, Katan, Wabanayak, Nabanatyak. Wabanatyak. Wakal, Ashar, Lak, Ba'ai.
Or Wabanathika.
Wakal, Ashar, Lak, Ba'ai, Yar, Hawataza. Man, Hamakwa. Hawataza, Man, Hamakwam. Verse 13. Kaya Masha Kathium Anakanwa Hamakwam.
So like you. Anachnoa. That's Anachnoa.
Oh, that's Anachnoa. Anachnoa. Hakwam. Hazaha Kaya Gadala. Yeah, Gadala. Taza Aikotam. Panya Yahweh. Wayasha Kanwa. Wayashalaknawa. Yahweh Lasha Katha. Verse 14. Waya Taza'a, Lawat, Waya Dabar, all Kathanyawa, Kathanyawa,
Kathanyawa, Salakia.
Kathanyawa.
No, Kathanyawa.
Kathanyawa. Nayawa. Lakwakia.
Yeah.
Bana Banath Yawa. Waya Mar, Kwawamwa. Taza Wa, Man, Hama Kwawam, Hazaha Kaya, Maka, so like Masha Kayath. Yahweh Af, Ha'ayar, Waya Haya, Kamataza Kak, Kamataza Kwak.
Kamataza Kakwa. Kamataza
Kwak.
Kamataza Kakwa.
Oh, Kamataza Kwakwa.
Or Salakia, Kach. It's just Kach at the end. Kamataza Kach.
Kamataza Kach.
There you go.
Ba'ayanya. Kathanyawa. Verse 15. Wakamwa. Hashakar. Al-La. Waya Yatazawa. Hamalakyum. Hamalakyum. Balawat. Lamar. Kwam. Kwak. That's just Kwak. Yeah, Kwak. Ashadak. Wa'af. Shathya. Banathyak. Banathayak. Hanamatazaaf. Pan. Dasa Pa. Ba'aiwan. Ha'ayar. Verse 16. Wayatha Mahama. Wayatha Mahama. Wayathamhama. Wayaka Zakwa. Ha'anashiam. Bayadwa. Wabayad. Ashathwa. Wabayad. Shatya. Banath Yawa. Baka Malath. Yahweh. Al Yawa. Wayataza. Yeah. What's it like? Wayataza Hawa. Wayataza Hawa.
Wayataza Hawa.
Wayana Kahawa. Makawataza. La Ayar. Almost got it.
17.
18. Is that right?
No, 17. You started at 17.
No, I said 18. It's 18. Kind of the kind.
You started at 12, so like I'm thinking I started at 11. You're right. You started at 8. Stopped at 18.
Wayahaya Kahawa Tazaya Awa. Athom Haka Wataza. Is that right? Hakawataza.
So like where you at? Right. You verse 17?
17 last word. Verse.
Kahawa.
Hakawataza.
Kahawataza. Kahawataza.
This one. Oh, you get. I forget yours.
Oh, Salakia.
That word.
Kahawataza. Kahawataza. Salakia.
Hakawataza.
That's Hakawataza. That's Hakawataza.
Okay, Hakawataza. Wayamar. Hamalat. Al. Napashak. Al. Dabayat. Akaryak. Wa'al. Da'aimad. Bakal. Hakakar. Hahara. Hamalat. Pan. Dasa Pa. Verse 18. Wayamar. Lawat. Al. Hom. Al. Na'a. And Adanya.
Done. Alright, verse 12. So like I'm thinking you started at verse 11.
Cut it to cons.
Genesis chapter 19, verse 12. And the men said unto Lot, Hast thou here any besides son-in-law, and thy sons, and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city? Bring them out of this place. Verse 13. For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Most High, and the Most High have sent us to destroy it. Verse 14. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, Up, get you out of this place, for the Most High will destroy this city. but he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law. Verse 15. And when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. Verse 16. And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hand of his 2 daughters, the Most High being merciful unto him, and they brought him forth and set him without the city. Verse 17. And it came to pass when they had brought them to and it came to pass when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, Escape for thy life, look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain. Escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. Verse 18. And Lot said unto them, Oh, not so, my power.
Genesis chapter 19, verse 19 in the Hebrew. Hanaha, na'a, mataza'a, ibadak, khan, ba'ai yanya, ba'yanyak, wata gadal, hasadak, ashar, aisha yath, imadya, lahaka yawaf, napush, Napashia, wa nakia, la I will call, where's that? Yeah, I will call, la hamalat, hahara, so hahara, pan, darabakyana, Darabaknaya, Harai, wa Mathia, verse 20. Hana, na'a, ha'ayar, haza'a, koraba. Oh, korab. Lenawas, shema, wahayawa, mataza.
No, that's wahaya'ah.
Wahaya'ah. Matazayir. Amalata. Na'a. Shema. Hala. Hala'a. Matazayir. Hawa'a. Wathakya. Napashya. Verse 21. Wayamar al Yawa. Hana. Nasha Athya, Panyak, Gam, Lada Bar, Hazaha, Lada, so like Labalathya, Hapakia, Ha'ayar, Ashar, the Barath. Verse 22. Mahar, Hamalat, Shema, Kaya, La'a, Awa, Kar, La'ai, the Bar, Ba'ak, Shema, Al, Khan, Korah, Sham, Ha'ayr, Tazawa, Ayr. Verse 23. Hashamash, Yataza'a, Al, Ha'rataza, Wala, Wat, Ba'a, Tazayr, Tazayra. Verse 24. Wayahawa, Hamatayar, Al, Saddam, Wa'al, Aimara, Gaparia, Wa'ash, Ma'ath, Yahweh, Man, Hashamayim. Verse 25. This is the last verse.
Yeah.
Clicking. There we go. Waya hapak, ha'ayrium, ha'al, wa'ath, kal, hakakar, wa'ath, kal, yeshabia, ha'ayrium, watazamak, hash, it's like hadama.
All right. Genesis chapter 19. Excuse me. Genesis. Excuse me. Genesis chapter 19 and verse Salakia. Verse 19. Genesis 19 and 19. Behold, now thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast showed unto me in saving my life. And I cannot escape the mountain, lest some evil take me, and I die. Verse 20. Behold, now this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. Is it not a little one? And my soul shall live. Verse 21. And he said unto him, See, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow this city, for the which thou hast spoken. Verse 22. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou be come thither. Therefore the name of the city was called Zor. Verse 23. The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zor. Verse 24. Then the Most High rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Most High out of heaven. Verse 25. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities, and that which grew upon the ground.
All right. Genesis chapter 19, verse 26 in the Hebrew. Wathabat Ashathwa Ma'akariwa Wathahaya Nataza Yab Malaka.
No, it's Malach.
It's Malach.
John.
Okay. Verse 27. All right. Wayashakam Abaraham Babaquar Al Hama Quawam Ashar Imad Sham Af Panya Yahweh. Verse 28. Wayashaquap.
Time.
Wayashaquap Al Panya Saddam Wa'imara Wa'al Ka'al Panya Arataza Hakakar Wayara'a Wahana Ayla Koyatar Rataza Kokoyatar Hakabashan. Verse 29. Wayahaya Basha Kath Al Yahom Ath Alahayim Ath Ayar Iria Salakia Hakakar Wayazakar Al Yahom Alahayim Salakia Ath Abarahom Waya Shalak Ath Lawat Mathawak Hahapaka Bahapak Ath Ha'irium Ashar Yashab Bahan Lawat. Verse 30. Waya'al Lawat Mataza wa Ire Wayashab Bahar Waya Washa Washathya Bana Banathyawa Aimawa Kaya Yara'a Lashabath Batazo wa Ire Wayashab Bama Ira. Is that right?
Gone.
Hawa'a wa Shathya Bana Banathyawa. Verse 31. Watha Amar Habaka Yara Al Hataza Ira Abayanwa Zakwan Wa Yash Ayan so like Barataza Labawa'a Ala Yanawa Kadarak Kal Harataza. Verse 32. Stop.
This is the last one.
Okay. Just making sure. Laka Nasha Kwa Aba Yanawa Yayan Wana Shakaba. Is that right?
Wana Shakaba.
Wana Shakaba. Imawa Wana Wanaka ya ama ba ma'a ma'aba Yanawa.
Yeah, that's right. Yanawa. Ma'ab Yanawa.
What? Ma'ab Yanawa. Zerai.
All right. Genesis chapter 19, verse 26. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Most High. Verse 28. And he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah, and toward all the land of the plain, and beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. Verse 29. And it came to pass, when the Most High destroyed the cities of the plain, that the Most High remembered Abraham, and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in the which Lot dwelt. Verse 30. And Lot went up out of Zoar, and dwelt in the mountain, and his 2 daughters with him, for he feared to dwell in Zoar, and he dwelt in a cave, he and his 2 daughters. Verse 31. And the firstborn said unto the younger, Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth. Verse 32. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father. Nice. That's a lucky.
Genesis chapter.
That's the birth of Moab and Ammon there. That's the parents of. Look, that's if you ever wanted to know why the so-called Chinese and the Japanese, why the Asian countries have slanted eyes, yellow skin, and are absolutely
vile.
Mentally, I can't say the R word. We used to be able to say the R word, but they're mentally ill. They're not smart. They're not on the same playing field as anybody else, because that is the result of an incestuous birth. This mother, these 2 daughters of Lot had sex, or had what is another word that you won't get banned from the internet? They reproduced with their father, and that incestuous reproduction will always lead to a birth defect in the babies and the offspring. And so Abraham, Asians, the so-called Asians, what the Bible calls Moab, and the Japanese, the Ammonites, those are the parents. Lot and his daughters are the forefathers and the foremothers of the Ammonites, or the so-called Japanese, and the Chinese, the Moabites. That's the reason why they have the yellowish skin, which is why at one time they were called, what is that word? Mongols, because they were Down syndrome. That's how they look. That's how they act. That's how they think. That's why they eat anything. That's why they have sex with anything. They're animals because the family that they are born from. Everybody understand?
Kind of the kind.
Go ahead, Elisha.
All right. Genesis chapter 19, verse 33. What the Koyan, Ath, Abayahan, Yayan, Balayala, Hawa'a, Wata Ba'a, Habakayara, Habakura, Wata Shakab, Wata Shakab, Ath, Abaya, Wala'a, Yada I, Basha Yadai, so like you. Bashakaba, Waba Kwawam. Waba Kwamoma. I keep it. All right. Verse 34. Wayahaya, Mama Ka Rath, Wata Mar, Habakayara, Hataza Ayar.
No, Hatazayara.
Han, Shakabathya, Amash, Ath, Abia, Nashaqua, Nawa, Washaquanya Noah, Yayan, Gom, Halayala, Waba Aya, Shakabia. Aimawa, Wanakaya, Ma'aba Yanawa. Ma'aban Yanawa.
Ma'aban Yanawa.
Ma'aban Yanawa. Salaki. Zarai, verse 35. Watasha Koyan, Gum, Bala Yala, Bala Yala, Hahawa, Ath, Abba Yahan, Yayan, Wata Kwam, Hatazai Yara, Hataza Ayara, Wata Shabbat, Wasalakia, Wata Shakab, Imawa, Wala'a, Yadai, Basha Kaba, Waba Ma, verse 36. Wata Yan, Hatha Wata Rayan.
Rayan, gone. Wata Harayan.
Wata Harayan. Shatya, Banawat, Lawat, Ma'abaya Han. 37. Watalad, Haba Yara. Habakayara. Habakura. Ban, Watakwara. Shamwa, Mawa'ab.
That's Mawa'aba.
Oh, that's Mawa'aba. Oh, okay. Mawa'aba. Hawa'a. Abiyah. Mawa'aba. I. Hayawam. 38. Wahataza Ayara. What's that? Gam. Hawa'a. Yalada. Ban. Watakwara. Shamwa. Ban. Aimya. Hawa'a. Abiyah. Banya. Imawan. I. Hayawam. Genesis chapter 20, verse 1. Wayasai, my Sham, Abaraham, Arataza, Hanagam, Wayashab, Bayan, Kodash, Wayabayan, Shawar, Wayagar. Where's that Wayagar? Wayagar, Bagarara.
No, Bagara.
Bagara.
All right. Genesis chapter 19, verse 33. And they made their father drink wine that night. And the firstborn went in and lay with her father. And he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. Verse 34. And it came to pass on the morrow that the firstborn said unto the younger, Behold, I lay yesternight with my father. So like, you know what I just thought about? Like, this is how ignorant the IUIC is in the Bible. That old nasty Bishop Nate, he would look at this and say, like, this is what we did in the days of the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
That's how ignorant they are of the Bible. They have a childlike, perverted understanding of the scripture. And so when they read something like this, they think it's okay to lie down with your father. Like, nasty Nate thought it was okay to have sex with his father. He thought it was okay to have sex with man. Because he read somewhere in the Bible that Sodom and Gomorrah had sex with men. Like, it's wrong to do those things. Like, he said corrective rape is okay, and one of his bishops said they need to bring it to America. Rape is wrong. It's unlawful. You should be put to death. Like, that's the problem, is people that break down the Bible don't have an understanding of it, and they were never authorized to teach. No one authorized the IUIC to teach the Bible or to go out and speak on the corners. And that's why they get shot, because God didn't authorize it. He didn't authorize you to teach the scripture. That's why Joey Morgan got unalived. Because you're not supposed to be leading this people. Just like the Christian church. That's the reason why all of the disgusting things happen in the Christian church. Because they read the Bible and they have a lack of understanding of it. They have a childlike, perverted understanding of the Bible. You are supposed to learn from men that are authorized by the men of God to teach the Bible. Not some nut who thinks that it's okay to rape a woman and unalive Joy Morgan and get shot at camp and go and beat up the brother who was once in the organization to death. That is not what is supposed to happen. But that comes from men who don't know the Bible, just like the reverends, just like the deacons, just like the pastor, just like the church. Everybody understand?
It's like it's heard by man.
Go ahead.
And just like he believes in, what is it, corrective rape?
Yeah, come on.
The IUIC teaches corrective rape. The Lord doesn't allow rape in any form. It doesn't say in the Bible that it's okay to rape if someone is, LGBTQ.
Right.
if we were keeping the law, if it was going to be any punishment, they would just be simply put to death.
That's right.
You're not going to rape someone and make them correct their behavior.
That's right.
Because that's not in the Bible.
That's right.
And IUIC doesn't understand God's laws. They don't understand the Bible. And that's like what you said, Adawan. That's why they go out here and get shot and beat brothers half to death. And, all the disgusting things that they do in that organization. It's
rough in there. Because they read scriptures like what we just read. That's a game. Damn right.
That's a game. Yeah, it's an organized game.
Yeah, it's like the damn mafia back in the 30s and 40s. Like, they read something in the Bible and say, this is what it is. Like, they read this where we talked about in the scripture where it said that Adam, Lot's daughters, had sex with him. They gonna say, well, they did right because they was preserving Lot's seed. Lot would have never had kids if his daughter didn't have sex with him, you idiot. They don't understand the Bible. Yeah, they don't understand the Bible because they're not authorized to teach the Bible. And that's the problem, is we learn the Bible from men and women who are not authorized to teach it by men of God. The only men that are authorized to teach the Bible are the men under Commanding General Yohana in the Israelite School of UPK. That's right. No one else. Not your pastor, not your big mama, not your grandfather, not your reverend, not the IUIC, not the bishop. Only Commanding General Yohana's men are authorized to teach this Bible. That's right. And we've proven it since 1969.
Yeah, right.
You had anything else you wanted to bring out?
And Nasty Nate's not authorized to teach it either. This is my opinion. Like I said, speaking of them being a gang, I bet they, when everybody, it went viral. I don't know if it was called viral back then, but when Lil Wayne and Birdman kissed on Rhapsody in the Basement, I bet that's how they do Nate. I bet that's how them heads up there, they greet each other with a kiss. They think the holy kiss. A literal kiss. A literal kiss. They think the holy kiss is some mafia practice or some weird orgy of respect. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. Yeah. I mean, get a brother hand. The brother ain't wrong. They doing everything else in there. They killing women. They spitting in women's face and kicking women out because they're a woman, because they ain't women. I mean, what else? They shooting people, getting shot. Who knows what they're doing in IUIC? You understand? I see what they're doing because it makes the news. It makes the 10 o'clock news. That's how I see what they're doing. And I see their tapes of them saying you can rape women. I see them assault people for trying to exercise their First Amendment right to speak on the corner of 31st and Prospect. I see them trying to steal chairs. I see the works they do. I know that they're in there doing God knows what, Doc. What else wouldn't you do? You kill black women like Joy Morgan. You do everything else. Why wouldn't you kiss each other on the... You don't understand the Bible. You beat members half to death. You don't know the Bible. You're violent animals for America. You're violent animals for the police force. And that's the reason why God is going to put you to death with the purple on. You're going to be put to death with the purple. Getting shot with the purple on. Getting put to death with the purple on. Trying to ask niggas to give $1,000, $11,000 to find them. No one is going to find them because it's God that authorized that hit. God is going to put you to death because you are not authorized to teach the Bible. That's right.
Let's keep going. Verse 33. And they made their father drink wine that night. And the firstborn went in and lay with her father. And he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. Verse 34. And it came to pass on the morrow that the firstborn said unto the younger, Behold, I lay yesternight with my father. Let us make him drink wine this night also, and go thou in, and lie with him, that we may perceive seed of our father. Verse 35. And they made their father drink wine that night also. And the younger arose, and lay with him, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. Verse 36. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father. Verse 37. And the firstborn bare a son, and she called him Moab, or Mawa'aba in the Hebrew. The same is the father of the Moabites unto this. And the same is the father of the Moabites unto this day. Verse 38. And the younger, she also bare a son, and called his name Ben-Ami. The same is the father of the children of Ammon unto this day, or Imawan in the Hebrew. All right. Genesis chapter 20, verse 1. And Abraham journeyed from thence toward the south country, and dwelled between Kadesh and Shur, and sojourned in Gerar.
Genesis chapter 20, verse 2. Wayamar Abraham al Shara Ashathwa Akathya Hawa Waya Shalak, Abaya Malak. Malak, what's it, Garar. Waya Quack, Shara. Verse 3. Waya Ba'a, Alahayim, Abaya Malak, Abaya Malak, Aka, it's like it, Bakalawam, Hala Yala. Okay, I knew him. Wayamar, Lawa, Hanak, Math, Al, Shah, Ashar, Lakwa, Kath, Wahawa, Wahayawa. That's Wahayawa?
No, that's Wahawa.
Wahawa, Ba'ailath, Ba'al. Verse 4. Wa'al, Ba Yamalak, La'a, Korab, Alaya, Waya Amar, Ada Adanya, Hagoya, Gum, Taza Dayak, the verse 5. Hala'a, Hawa'a, Amar, Laya, Akathya, Hawa'a, Waha Ya'a, Gum, Hawa'a, Amara, Akaya, Hawa'a, Bathom, Lababia, Wabana Kwayan, Wabanakian, Kapayat, Aisha Yathya, Za'ath. Verse 6. Wayamar al Yawa,
Ha'alahayim.
It's like it, Ha'alahayim, Bakalam, Gum, Anakya, Yada Aithya, Kaya, Batham, Lababak, Aishayath, Za'ath, Wa'akha, Shak, Gum, Anakya, Awathak, Makhatwa, Laya, Al, Khan, La'a, Natha, the Yak, Lana, Guy, Allah, it's like it, Aliyah. Verse 7. Waya Aitha, Hashab, it's like it, Ashath, Yash, Kaya, Nabaya, Hawa'a, Waya the Palal, Ba'aidak, Wakaya, Wa'am, Nak, Masha Yab, Kaya.
No, let's die.
Oh, die, so like it. Kaya, Mawath, Damawath, Atha, Wakar, Ashar, Lak. Verse 8. Waya Shakam, Abaya Malak, Babakar, Waya Korwa, Lakar, Ibadian.
No, that's Ibadiwa.
So like it. Ibadiwa. Waya Dabar, Ath, Kal, Hadabarium, Hala, Bazanya, Hum, Waya it's like it. Waya Awa, Ha Nashium, Ma'ad.
All right, Genesis chapter 20, verse 2. And Abraham said of Sarah his wife, she is my sister. And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah. Verse 3. But the Most High came to Abimelech in a dream by night, and said to him, Behold, thou art but a dead man, for the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife. Verse 4. But Abimelech had not come near her, and he said, O Lord, wilt thou slay also a righteous nation? Verse 5. Said he not unto me, she is my sister? And she, even she herself said, he is my brother. In the integrity of my heart and innocency of my hands have I done this. Verse 6. And the Most High said unto him in a dream, Yea, I know that thou didst this in the integrity of thy heart, for I also withheld thee from sinning against me. Therefore suffered I thee not to touch her. Verse 7. Now therefore restore the man his wife, for he is a prophet, and he shall pray for thee, and thou shalt live. And if thou restore her not, know thou that thou shalt surely die, thou and all that are thine. Verse 8. Therefore Abimelech rose early in the morning, and called all his servants, and told all these things in their ears, and the men were sore afraid.
Genesis chapter 20, verse 9. Wayaquara Abaya Malak La Abraham. Just like it. Wayamar Lawa Ma Aishayath Lanawa. Wa Ma. It's like Kata Yathya. Kata Athya. Lak Kaya Haba Af. Al Ya Wa Al Mamala Kathya. Kata'a. Gadala. Ma'aishim. Ashar. La'a. Ya'aishawa. Aishayath. Aimadya. Verse 10. Wayamar Abaya Malak. Al Abraham. Ma Ra'ayah. Kaya Aishayath. Af. Hadabar. Hazaha. Verse 11. Wayamar Abraham Kaya Amarathya.
You started at 9, right?
Count of the count.
Okay, Salaki, go ahead.
Rak. Ayan Yara Af Alahayam Bamakwam Hazaha Raharag Wanawa. So this Waharag Wanawa. Waharag Wanawa. Al the bar Ashathya. Verse 12. Wagom Amana Akathya Bath Abiyah Hawa'a Ak La'a Bath Amya Watha Haya Laya La Shah. Verse 13. Wayahaya Ka Ashar Hatha Iowa Afya Alya Alahayim Mabayath. So like Mabayath Abiyah Wa Amar La Za Hasa Hasa Dak Ashar the Aishia was it the Aisha? Yeah, the Aisha. Aimadia. Al Kal Hama Kwawam. Ashar Nabawa Shema Amarya Laya Akia Hawa. Verse 14. Wayakwak Abiyah Malak Tazaan Waba Kor Waiba Dayam Waibadyam Washa Pakatham. So like it Washa Pakath. Waya Thun La Abraham. Waya Shab Lawa Af Shara Asha Ashathwa. So like a Ashathwa. Verse 15.
This is it. Last verse.
All right. Waya Amar Abiyah Malak Hana Aratazaya Lapanyak Batawab Ba'aya Nayak Shab.
All right. Genesis chapter 20, verse 9. Then Abimelech called Abraham and said unto him, What hast thou done unto us, and what have I offended thee, that thou hast brought on me and on my kingdom a great sin? Thou hast done deeds unto me that ought not to be done. Verse 10. And Abimelech said unto Abraham, What sawest thou, that thou hast done this thing? Verse 11. And Abraham said, Because I thought, surely the fear of the Most High is not in this place, and they will slay me for my wife's sake. Verse 12. If you need this broken down, you just ask. And I had broke this down in these classes before on a Tuesday and Wednesday night. So you go back and you check out our classes, and you'll see this breakdown of this, because a lot of people are confused by what Abraham did. They wonder if he was wrong and lying, and they wonder if Abimelech was wrong. You understand? We broke this down plenty of times, but for time's sake, we're going to keep it moving. All right, verse 12. And yet indeed she is my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother, and she became my wife. Verse 13. And it came to pass, when the Most High caused me to wander from my father's house, that I said unto her, This is thy kindness which thou shalt show unto me. At every place whither we shall come, say of me, He is my brother. Verse 14. And Abimelech took sheep and oxen, and men servants and women servants, and gave them unto Abraham, and restored him Sarah his wife. Verse 15. And Abimelech said, Behold, my land is before thee. Dwell where it pleaseth thee. This is the last 7 right here, right?
Kind of the kind. So I don't make sure. I believe so.
I believe it is.
Kind of the kind.
Most High Christ.
Genesis chapter 20, verse 16. Wala Shara, Amar, Hana, not the Ya, Alap, Kasap, La Kayak, Hana, Hawa, Lak, Kasawath, Ayanayum, Ya Aynayum, is it right? Ayanyum, Lakal, Ashar, Aftak, Wa'ath, Kal, Wanakath. Verse 17. Wayath Palah, Abraham, Ha'alahayim, so like it. Wayara Pa'ah, Alahayim, Av, Abaya Malak, Wa'ath, Ashathwa, Wa'ama Hathyawa, Wayaladwa. Verse 18. Kaya, Itazar, Yahweh, Ba'ai, Kal, Rakam, Labayath, Abaya Malak, Al, Dabar, Shara, Ashab, Abraham. Genesis chapter 21, verse 1. Where Yahweh, Quad, Av, Shara, Ashar, Amar, Waya Aish, Yahweh, La Shara, Ka'ashar, Dabar. Verse 2. What the lad, Shara, La Abaraham, Ban, Lazaquanyam, Lamawa, I, Ashar, Dabar, Afawa, Alahayim. Verse 3. Wayaquara, Abaraham, Ab, Sham, Banwa, Hana Walad, Lawa, Ashar, Yala Da, Lawa, Shara, Yataza Kak. Verse 4. Wayamala, Abaraham, Ab, Yataza Kak, Banwa, Ban, Shamanath, Yam, Ka Ashar, Tazawa, Afawa, Alahayim.
Genesis chapter 20, verse 16. And unto Sarah he said, Behold, I have given thy brother 1,000 pieces of silver. Behold, he is to thee a covering of the eyes, unto all that are with thee, and with all other, thus she was reproved. Verse 17. So Abraham prayed unto the Most High, and the Most High healed Abimelech, and his wife, and his maidservants, and they bare children. Verse 18. For the Most High had fast closed up all the wombs of the house of Abimelech, because of Sarah, Abraham's wife. Verse 9, Salakia. Genesis chapter 21, verse 1. And the Most High visited Sarah as he had said, and the Most High did unto Sarah as he had spoken. Verse 2. For Sarah conceived and bare Abraham a son in his old age, at the set time of which the Most High had spoken to him. Verse 3. And Abraham called the name of his son that was born unto him, whom Sarah bare to him, Isaac. Verse 4. And Abraham circumcised his son Isaac, being 8 days old, as the Most High had commanded him. It was verse 4 we stopped, right?
No, count verse 4.
Okay. All right. Imagine just us up here. Sar.
What's the lie? La Yashala.
La Yashala. Sar. Everyone, Imajim, Wapunya Hakwadam, which means rise and face the east.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Wadash. Ayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malapaka. Taba'ah. Ratazak. Ayah. Aisha. Baratazak. Kawa. Ayah. Shemayim. Madanlanawa. Lakum. Kawam. Masalaknawa. Kawafnawa. Masalaknawa. Kawapyanawa. Wala'ah. Kabayanawa. Manasayawan. Abal. Nawashayanawa. Mayan. Rai. Riyah. Lakah. Hamalakwa. Wa'ala. The
Aman in English. Our Father, which art in heaven. Salakia. Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory. Forever. So be it.
Hakak, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh. By Shem Yahushua. Babakashah. Dunlanawa. Hakak. Lapa'ah. Kal Makalah. Kal Madawa. Hakak. Latahol. Amatazariah. Hakak. Hamathia. Hakak. Albakawa. Tama'ala. Garshan. Shem Yahushua.
Wada Aman. In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All men of sickness. And all men of disease. Power to cleanse the lepers. Power to raise the dead. Power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you.
So be it. Prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh. By Shem Yahushua. Baraklanawa. Yashala. Waha. Yabsapari. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Hagun. By Shem Yahushua.
Wada Aman. What we just said was Yahweh in the name of Yahushua. Yahweh in the name of Yahushua. Bless us in Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 of the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya.
Ahahari.
Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Isaiah. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemayim. Maharatazah. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Regalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamar. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yashan. Shawamar. Yashala. Yahweh. Shamar. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al-Yad. Yamyan. Hashemash, La'ah, Yakai, Wayarak, Yahweh, Yashimor, Makal Rai.
So like Yashimarka.
Oh, Yashimarka. Makal Rai. Yashimor. Afnapasha. Yahweh. Yashimor. Taza'at. Waba'aka. Ma'itha. Wa'ai. Aman. In English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. Shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. From this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al Damayalaka.
Al Damayalaka.
Al Tashakwat.
Karash.
Alta Karash.
Alta Karash.
Alta Shakwat.
Alta Shakwat.
Al.
Al.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Abu Yabika.
Abu Yabika.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Mashanayaka.
Nashawa.
Ash.
Ash.
Al Amaka.
Yara Yamwa. Sawad.
Oyatayai Tazawa.
Oyatayai Tazawa.
Altazap Pawanyaka.
Altazap Pawanyaka.
Mara.
Lakawa.
Wanakaki. Magoya.
Wala. Yazakar.
Shamyasha. Aiwa. Kaya. Tazawa.
La. Yakadwa. Auyaka. Barya. Yakarafa. Adawan. Yashamalia. Mawaba. Bulgaria. Gabal. Aimawan.
Alashab. Tazawu. Yamashawu. Nalawa. Iowa. Zarawa. Salah. Aisha. Laham. Kasayasara. Yashwan. Neshamada. Ayanda. Iowa. Daman. Shayathamwa. Diablo. Kazabak. Mukatazamana, Gana say a come Ashar, Mara, Rashad, Lanawa, Alahaya, Thamwa, Gagala, Wash, Panya Raka, Ash, Dabaya, Aryon, Khan, Garadapma, Basara, Wabasawa Paka, Babahalon, Ala, Panyahon, Kowan, Oya Bakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Bashwa, Oya Bahawa, Idi, Oya Kapara, Oya Where the Iowa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al, Yawan, Al, Rataza,
Aman. In the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarites. Gabal. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. As also join with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red. And like Zed. Yea, all their princes as Abba and as Amunah, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded, and trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, and men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Sisters, Yeshabi, which means to be seated. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Aimadim Shabbat, Aimadim, Barak, Yahweh Shemi Awashah Brakatham, Yajimatah, Sar, face the sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to give one, Salaki, sisters, Aimadim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Aimadim Shabbat, Aimadim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Al-Thun Shemi Awashah, Yajimatah, dismissed.